I just made a simple, easy, protein-packed beef stir fry. You can literally whip this up in a few minutes and you're gonna be left with a nutrient-dense, packed bowl. Most importantly, how does it taste? Let's try it. So good. I'm gonna do a little beef stir fry action. Let's do about 2 pounds, a little over 2 pounds of the sirloin steak tips. You could also just get some sirloin, cut it up. There's other cuts of meat you can do. I'll put some of them right here. 23 bucks of beef. It'll probably give me about 2.5, 3 meals. So it is what it is, but it's high quality pasture raised sirloin tips. Let's go. For the first step, throw your beef into a bowl. Throw it in there. Now you're gonna hit it with a little bit of olive oil and some seasonings. The olive oil helps the seasonings stick to the meat. For the seasonings, we're going with some salt, yellow curry powder, and some freshly cracked black pepper. I like to put the seasonings in and then sort of start working them in with my hands. Don't be afraid of salt. Salt brings out flavor. Throw some fat into a big cast iron or a La Cruzette pan. I'm using some grass-fed ghee today. Throw your beef in there. We're gonna cook it on probably medium-high heat for about, 5 minutes, just until it's browned all the way through. One tip when cooking beef is you can let it sit for a little bit and then stir it. You don't need to constantly be stirring it. You want to get that sort of browning on it. So you gotta let it sit, then stir, sit, then stir. While that beef is browning, cut up some carrots. You're also gonna peel some ginger and chop up about this much, finely chopped. Throw the carrots and the ginger into that pan with that beef, almost done. I had broccoli from the day before already cut up, throw that in there. Little fresh chopped garlic, throw that in there as well. Now you're just gonna stir this all up and continue to let it cook. And now I present you with an option. When the veggies are almost done in this scenario, I'm going to pull everything out of there, put it into a bowl, cook the rice in this. I prefer to do that because all that spice and just goodness is in that pan. And when you cook the rice in there, it just embeds it with the most juicy flavor ever. I add all the ingredients back in and that makes that stir fry. However, for some people, they just don't want to do that. You can just add rice. Wait till the veggies are completely cooked. Cook rice separately, add it in there and stir. But we're doing it the way that packs in more flavor, so just put this aside. You're going to get about a cup of white rice, rinse it, and then throw it in there. Throw the rinsed rice back into this pan on medium heat and let it toast. Season up that rice a little bit while it's toasting. A little bit of curry powder and a little bit of salt. While that rice is toasting, I like to hit it with a little grass-fed butter. If you're cutting, don't do this. If you're trying to cut out more calories, don't do this, but I'm not right now. Oh yeah, this is looking really good. You can see that rice just turning yellow and we're getting all that spice and delicious flavor from that pan, everything that was on that pan. And now that that rice has been toasting for about 3 minutes, we're gonna put in just enough water to cover it by a little bit. Now stir that rice up, scraping the sides, and leave it covered for about 10 to 11 minutes. You want that rice to be almost done. So now that rice is pretty much done. Check it out. There we go. Now, very simple. You just put that beautiful beef stir fry into the rice and mix it all up. Right before I turn off the heat, what I like to do is take the head of the green onion and just dice that up. And now just throw it into a bowl and enjoy. This is amazing for meal prep also. You can make a batch of this and it's gonna give you some really nutrient-dense, protein-packed meals. A stir fry like this, a big batch, probably gonna run you about, $20, $30, maybe $40, but it's going to give you, 3, 4, 5 meals, depending on how much you make. If you make this delicious beef stir fry, tag me in the recipe. This bowl has everything: veggies, fiber, protein, healthy carbohydrates, antioxidants, and polyphenols from the spices. Most importantly, how does it taste? Let's try it. So good. Wow, the flavor on this is insane. You get the texture from the veggies, but that curry powder just packs so much flavor in there. The flavors are complex, they're rich, they're bold. It's not overly spicy, but you get some of that. Absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10 and easy to meal prep. Fire. Delicioso. 10 out of 10.